Hey everyone, it's Brenda with Stampin' Up here. Today I have a couple 4th of July cards for you. I am going to do a tutorial and I'm going to make both cards. I've got a little bit of stuff done ahead of time, so hopefully it won't be too long. But this is probably going to be a longer video than normal. But let me just show you what I made. I think these turned out really super cute. So the first one here is Happy 4th of July, and the inside just has a few fireworks. Okay, and the second one is Let's Celebrate, and that is what we're going to be making today. Okay, so let me show you the stamp sets that we need. First of all, this Happy 4th of July stamp is a retired little stamp that I have. I think that this is the only Stampin' Up 4th of July stamp that I have in my possession. I think. I could be wrong. I have so much stuff, but I don't know. This is the only one I know of offhand that I have from Stampin' Up. So that's what this is. You can use any Happy 4th of July, or you can use, a Let's Celebrate or something like that if you want. All right, so then I used the Light the Sky stamp set, and I used Round We Go. And that is just the dies for this, okay? And for this one, this is, of course, Round We Go. I did not use the Light the Sky on that one. Round We Go bundle. And I also used, I did use Light the Sky because Let's Celebrate comes from Light the Sky. Okay, so I was wrong about that. The Stylish Shape dies, I use this one here. To cut out Let's Celebrate. And then I also used the Give It a Whirl dies for these little stars right here. Okay. So you can use any star dies you've got. All right. So that is what we are making today. And so let's just jump right in and get started. So the first one we're going to do is this here. And I've got everything I need here, I hope, that I need to get started. So what we need is a base that is 5.5 by 8.5, scored and folded at 4 1/4. Okay. Then we need our mat, which is Blueberry Bushel, 4 by 5 1/4. We need our front panel, which is 3 3/4 by 5. And then the inside piece, we need another piece of basic white, which is 4 by 5 1/4. And then we need some scraps to do our sentiment here. So you just need a little piece of real red and a little piece of white. Okay. That is what we need. We're also using the Iridescent Faceted gems for in the middle of these fireworks. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is the panel, the front panel. All right, so I'm going to put these aside. And you are going to probably want a piece of scrap paper, which I did not get out. Let me see here. Okay. All right, this is going to be a little harder to see, but what we're going to do is we're going to do our fireworks background. Okay, so, and while we're at it, we can do our 4th of July too, because we're going to have our Blueberry Bushel ink and Real Red. Okay, these are the only 2 inks that I'm using today. All right, so the Blueberry Bushel, I am going to go ahead and stamp my 4th of July, Happy 4th of July on here. Okay. All right, I'm going to put that aside. I'm going to bring this back in, and I'm going to try to duplicate this. It's not going to be exactly the same, but it will be fairly close. So I'm going to take the biggest fireworks, and I'm going to put that about right here. And I probably should have put my foam mat underneath, but I didn't. But that actually turned out pretty good. So, all right, so there's one. Then I'm going to take the medium-sized one, and that I took off the block I was using. Let's try to get another block here that's big enough. Okay. All right, and that is going to go over here. And then another one down here. Okay, so that's that. Then I'm going to take the little one, and I put another one down here. All right, then I'm going to bring in my little chamois here. Clean this off. All of them off, actually. The Blueberry Bushel ink, I'm telling you, I had it all over my hands earlier, and I'm not really sure how, but I think mine is very, very inked up. And I just get extra ink on myself. All right, so I'm going to take my real red. I'm going to take the biggest one, and I'm going to stamp that about right here. Okay. Then the medium size, actually, you know what? I didn't use a medium size on that. I mean, it's just a small one. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And one over here. And this is definitely turning out different. I'm going to put one down here this time. And then we're going to use this little, oh, that's the wrong stamp. Okay, I don't need that. This little bitty one here, let me show you. This is from Round We Go right here. Okay, just to add some extra color in there, okay? So I'm just going to be a little sporadic as to where it goes. All right, then I'm going to clean it off and bring in the Blueberry Bushel. And try to fill all these in. You got to be careful with this. See how that inks up? It gets on and all. So if you rock it, you're going to have ink. You're going to have a mess. That I did that on my first try, and I wasn't very happy about that. So you got to make sure that you're stamping straight up and down to avoid that mess. And we'll put some right there. And I think that's, well, you know what? We're going to do one right here too. Okay, that ought to do it. All right, let me close these up. And I'm going to clean this Blueberry Bushel off because that is gonna, I already got my thumb in it. It's just so messy. Okay, I'm going to put these aside because I don't need them again. All right. And all right, so the next thing you need to do is take your Round We Go. Okay. We need 2 different dies here. Actually, no, we need, one die from here. We need this one here that just cuts these little bitty diamonds out. And then the stylish shape die is this circle right here. All right, this is, you know, I broke my ruler the other day making a video, and I'm really bummed about that. I need to find another little tiny ruler. I could just use my mat, but it's easier to do it this way. So this is about 1 5/8 once you cut it out. So what I did is I lined this up here. All right, so that Happy 4th of July is in the middle. And I cut that out. And then once that was cut out, I put this one around and ran it through again. Okay, and that gave me this. Okay. And then you need this one here. That's like a pinking in your red scrap. All right, where is my red scrap? There it is. All right, and you run that through. Okay, and that gives you this. And so these are going to layer on here like this. Okay. All right, then put these away so I don't lose them. You know me, I'm always misplacing something. Okay, so these are going to be glued together and put on here like that. See how easy that is? Super simple. Okay, so let's get our glue here. I'm just going to put this on. Just like that. Okay. And take our blueberry bushel. I'm going to put this on here, just like that. All right. And then our card base, we'll put this on right here, just like that. There we go. All right, and then we can just adhere this on right here, like that. Make sure our Happy 4th of July is straight when we put it on. Just like that. Oh my gosh, this glue. Oh no. Okay, well, hopefully it doesn't smear my ink. It's so hard to rub. Oh, it didn't even get, oh, that's good. It didn't get beyond where I wanted it, so that was good. Whew. Okay, so there's that. And then on the inside, I just did a couple more fireworks here. So let me get my ink back out. I guess I could have stamped that at once, but I didn't. All right, so I have my blue for the medium, and then 2 small red ones. Okay, so just do that, and then the red, one up here and one down here. There we go. And now I'm going to glue that on in the middle and the inside. There we go. See how easy that is? It's so quick and easy. And then we need our little gems here. And what I did is I put the bigger ones on the big fireworks, and then the little ones on the smaller ones. Okay, now this one was covered up on this one, so I didn't need a gem, so I'm going to need a gem right there too. So this is going to have a couple more gems than the other one did, but that is okay. They're not all going to be the same. They're always going to be a little bit different. And if you have these gems, you'll notice that some of them look a little different. I think that's the iridescent. Like some of them look a little yellowy, little orangey, and some of them look a little bluer. So I'm trying to get the ones that look a little bluer to me. And then, so we need a couple of the smaller ones here. Oh, where did it go? Oh. Stick that on there. I think I need my little putty to come out a little bit more. It's not sticking for some reason. All right. one more over there. There we go. So there's our first card. Okay. I think it turned out really nice. Okay. So we're going to put this one aside. And we're going to bring in our next card. This one is a little more complicated. As you know, if you've seen Around We Go, we have all of these little dies in here. Okay. And so you're going to need this one, and these. Not this one, but these two bigger ones, and this little one here. Okay. So what we need here to get started is the same as the other. We have a real red card base, 5.5 by 8.5, scored and folded at 4 1/4. We have a blue blueberry bushel mat, 4 by 5 1/4. We have our front panel, which is 3 3/4 by 5. These are all exactly the same as the first card was. And our inside is 4 by 5 1/4. And then we need some scraps to cut out these pinwheels. These are actual pinwheels that were made out of the dies, and the rest is stamped on, okay? And I also have these the little stars. Those are cut out as well. So we need blueberry bushel scrap. We need a real red scrap, however big. You can use multiple small scraps if necessary, and some basic white scraps for cutting, okay? So that is what we need for this card. So the first thing I did is I cut out all of my pieces here, okay? So let me just show you real quick what you need. And you can make your little pinwheels whatever color you want. They don't have to be exactly like mine. But there's two of these here, okay? One's got the little points and is a little bit bigger, and the other one is rounded, okay? So the rounded, we need a white and a red. And then the pointed, we need a blue and a red, okay? And then the pinked one, pinked out layer, I don't know what I'm saying. The circle that's pinked, okay? We need a white one and a blue one. And then the rounded one, scalloped, is a red, okay? So that's what we need, and I've got mine all cut out. So I'm going to show you how easy these are to assemble. Okay, so we don't need our scraps anymore. I also stamped and cut out the Let's Celebrate. So let me just show you that real quick so that we can move on. All right, so I did my Let's Celebrate here, and then I cut it out with the Stylish Shape die right here. Okay, so I have all of these cut out and ready to go. Okay, oops, and my little stars. I'm going to leave these in here for now. My stars and the little, oh, I forgot about the little circles. So you need the little circles too. A white and a blue. Okay, or if you're changing up your colors, it doesn't matter. But I'm going to leave these little ones in here so that we don't lose them, because I will definitely lose them. So I've got my Let's Celebrate. We're going to use that last. And put that in here. I'm just going to show you how to assemble these little pinwheels. It's actually very easy. They nest together. So let's put this stuff up here. Okay. Okay. Now, so we have this one here. All right, so we need our red piece, our white piece, our blue with the points, and our red with the rounded edge, okay? And then we need our white circle on and our little red star afterwards, but we're gonna just do this first. This doesn't really matter which one you put on top. I have put the smaller ones on top, and they just kind of nest together. I will tell you that when you run these dies, you want to put an extra piece of cardstock in your sandwich because they don't cut out very well, or mine don't. So if you put some extra cardstock or a shim, they're going to cut out a little easier. So I put them together like that. And then what I did is I took my tear and tape and I just cut off little pieces. Okay. And I just taped them on the back to hold these together. All right. And then a couple more little pieces on the sides. I think that's the easiest thing to do rather than trying to glue them. And you know me with my tear and tape, I like the tear and tape. Okay, so that's that. See how easy that is? And then it sticks together. Okay. And then our next one, we just need the blue and then the white with the points. I mean the red with the points and then the white. And we're going to do the same thing with this. Just nest those together like that. Flip it over and get our tear and tape here. There we go. Okay, so these are ready to go. All right, so I'm going to adhere this first. And I'm not even adding any extra adhesive. I'm just taking the backing off of this and slapping it on, okay? My little... Now these, I mean, you could add a little extra glue if you don't want them sticking up. I mean, they do bend easy, so if you really want to make sure it's stuck down good, I mean, you could add a little extra glue, but it may come through, so that's why I didn't do it. All right, so just stick that on about like that. And then we're going to put this on here. I'm just going to use glue for that. All right. There we go. All right, so there's one. And then the same thing with this. I'm going to take the backing off. Doesn't want to come off. There we go. Oh my gosh. I guess I didn't get that stuck on very good. Usually comes off easy. There we go. And then put this one on. All right. Okay, so we have those. All right, now we need our little circles, okay, and our stars. You know what? I'm going to wait and do those last because they got to put the other stars on anyway. Okay, so let's just put these aside. I'm going to put them in a little bag here. And I'm going to get my panel out and we're going to stamp that. Okay, so we need our Round We Go stamps. We're going to use this one here and this one here, and we're going to use this one again as well. Okay, so we have these here. I do have an awfully big block for this, but I ran out because I have a lot of videos that I want to have, that I want to make, and I've got them all set up on blocks. So that's why these are on odd blocks. So anyway, so what we're going to do first, I am going to use my foam pad because I think this one I'm going to need it. So I'm not even really going to worry about the ink, I don't think. So what I did for this, okay, I double stamped here. So I did stamped and then I turned it and stamped it again without re-inking. That's why I got the two different tones, okay? So, maybe I will put a little bit of paper here. I think I can just put this underneath like that. All right, I'm going to do the blue first. Okay, this one. All right, ink this up good. All right, and I'm going to just stamp off the paper just a little bit. Okay, then lift it up and turn it so that you get it right in between all of the other little areas there, just like that. And it's not perfect, but that's okay. I don't think anybody's going to really even notice, okay? So now I'm going to need, clean that off because we're going to need the red for that. So next I'm going to use the smaller one while I have my blue ink. I'm going to put the blue up here. And keep in mind, like I said, they're not going to turn out the same every time. They're going to be a little bit different. And that's okay, because that's the beauty of handmade. They're not always all going to be exactly the same. Okay, there's that one. And again, I'm going to clean it off because I'm going to put my red on here next. Okay, put my blue away for now. I could leave it open because I'm going to use it again, but I just have a habit of shutting it up every time. Okay, so then I'm going to put the red up here and do the same thing with this one as I did with the other. Stamp once and then line it back up. Stamp it again. Okay, and then the same thing with the bigger one, and that one's going to go down here. There we go. Okay. Now I need this little stamp here again with the little dealies here, and just stamp it around. I'll do the red here and up here. Again, like I said, you want to make sure that you're not rocking the stamp because that can be pretty messy. There we go. There's some red. I'm going to clean that off. Bring my blue back in. Blue over here. A little bit down here. Uh-oh. See, that's what I just did right there. Oh, well, it's not that big of a deal. I would have rather not had it there. This is probably not going to show, but I'm going to stamp that there too. You're going to be covering that up. Okay. All right, so here's our panel. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and mount this on the mat. And there went my inside piece on the floor. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and glue this on. Yeah. Yeah, I knew this video was going to be a little long. We're already almost at a half an hour. I figured it'd be about 40 minutes, and that's probably about what we're looking at. Maybe a little less than that. Okay. All right, then we're going to put this on our base. Okay, come on, glue. Let's go. I don't want to come out. There we go. There we go. Give it a nice little back rub here. Okay, now we can bring back in our little pinwheels that we made. Okay. One's going to go up here. And the other one's going to go down here. See, I probably could have had some more little deals there, but my our Let's Celebrate's going to go right there anyway, so it doesn't really make that big of a difference. All right, so because this might end up being covered up a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and put that star on. Let me just dump these out here. Hopefully I don't lose them. Okay, so this star is going to go right there. Okay. And this one over here too, they might just be covered up just a tiny bit. So I'm going to put these on first. And then the red one. All right, and then the little blue one can go ahead and go on too. And I'm wondering, okay, the other ones are still in there. Wanted to make sure I didn't lose them. All right, that's a little too much glue there. This one's going to go up here. All right. All right, now we can, this is definitely going to get covered up here. So we don't need a star there. This is going to go about here. And this one's going to go down here. Okay. Go ahead and glue that. And then I didn't end up covering up my star after all, but that's okay. All right, and then this one. And that can overlap a little if you'd like. Doesn't really matter. That's going to go there. All right. All right, then we can put our little circles on here. I still have my white one. Make sure you got it going the right way. There might be a little indentation on the top. All right, so this one's going to go here. Okay, and then we need our white one. All right, and then we can do our last little stars. I can get them out. Okay, come on, glue. Like I said, you can use any stars you have. You could even use little star stickers or something if you wanted. You wouldn't even have to put the stars on if you don't want to. If you don't have stars, you could just put the gems over the top. I mean, just make it your own. I just really like the Give It a Whirl dies. I just really wish they wouldn't have retired them because I love these little stitched stars. All right, so then, of course, we need dimensionals for this. And let me see here. I've got a pack here. And we'll just stick these on. There we go. Okay. And then just put this on right across here. About like that. There we go. And then we can put our little gems on. And I did the same thing. The bigger stars got the bigger gems and the smaller stars got the smaller ones. Of course, you can do it whichever way you want. But this is the way I did it. All right. Uh-oh. Now my goop's coming out too much. Okay. There we go. And then a couple little ones. I may have to get some more of these little gems. They are so cute. So by the way, I did place another order. We were able to do a pre-order, and I didn't do it when it first came out, and which was on my anniversary while we were on vacation. And I just decided I'm going to go ahead and do it. So hopefully that will be coming next week. And I'll show you what the pre-order is. It's kind of exciting. Some new Christmas stuff coming out. And by the way, I will be doing Christmas in July again, as I did last year. So that's why I went ahead and ordered the online exclusive Christmas stuff. So here is our card for today. This one's done now. Oh, wait, no, we didn't do the inside. Wait a minute. I got myself distracted here. So we need the inside here. So this is the same thing as we did here, except for I changed the colors out, and I was a little nervous to do this. I was originally going to cut it out. So if you screw up, which I could very well do that, screw up. If I screw up, you could actually cut that out with the dies and, you know, stamp it on a different piece, a scrap piece, and glue it on if you wanted to do that. But I'm not going to. Hopefully this will line up okay. And I'm going to just do that. Okay, and then bring in the red. And see if I can get this lined up right. This one is a little trickier to line up because it's a different stamp, but they do line up. It's just a little harder to get it lined up right. So on the inside here, see that little thing right there? I used this Light the Sky, this little thing right here. This is supposed to be the inside of a firework, I guess. And I just did that on the inside of this. I thought that was kind of neat looking. There we go. And then we can glue that on the inside. All right. I kind of like leaving my cards blank, some of them, because then I can write in them. All right, now we're done with the card. Okay, so there's our second card. All right, so there's that one, and then here is our other one. Didn't they turn out cute? I really, really like these. I think they are super cute. Anyway, like I said, I am going to be doing Christmas in July, and I think I'm going to do a Christmas card like this too. So that's going to be my next project. I think that'll be really cool. So it'll be similar to that. That is it for today. So have a great week and God bless. Bye-bye.